All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another session of Three Crowns. We we had a big session last time. Lots was revealed, so this will be an interesting session. We'll see where it goes from here. So I don't think we have any bookkeeping to do, so we'll just get right into it, and we'll do our recap. So, previously on Three Crowns, the party were sent on a mission from the crown, from the king of Middlemere himself, King Brynmore, in order to locate and potentially infiltrate a mysterious organization of criminals run by an enigmatic figure known as the Bandit King. That was the only information known about that figure. And so in order to find out more and infiltrate this group and locate their base, the party had to trick a prisoner that was currently in the king's dungeons into believing that they were there to free him, and then use that prisoner who had ties to the organization to trace it all the way back to potentially meet with the organization. And after doing so, the party tracked it all the way back to a town called Tradewater on the western coast of the Kingdom of Middlemere. And arriving in Tradewater, they found disturbances in the town. There was a revolutionary army forming from the people who were angry about the economic downturn that occurred after the events of last season, and the fact that none of the relief that the king was sending to them was getting through. They were under the belief that the king was not sending it at all. In reality, the relief was being intercepted by the Bandit King. And so, after working alongside the the Revolutionary Army leader, the party managed to trace down the whereabouts of the Bandit King's lair and confronted him. And after arresting him, I suppose, and bringing him back in for questioning, they were too late to stop a ritual that opened a gate that began to spill demons out into our plane. But the party escaped with their lives and managed to drag the Bandit King back with them, where they unmasked him and interrogated him using a zone of truth that was provided by the Revolutionary Army leader, Dominic Keane. And so, from there, they were told that the Bandit King was working for King Brynmore too, and that they themselves were perhaps just there to clean up the evidence. The party was unsure of what to think after that, but the Revolutionary Army and the people of Tradewater wanted blood, so they agreed to the execution of the Bandit King, and he was executed publicly in the square by the party, which whipped the crowd up into a frenzy that then turned sour for them once one of the townsfolk, the blacksmith, revealed that he'd found the poison that they'd stashed away after confiscating it from some bandits. But he accused them of trying to poison the water supply. And so the crowd, already up in a frenzy and a little bit suspicious of the group after they announced themselves as Kingsguard, turned against them and became an angry mob, which the party had to flee from. And so, upon fleeing and hiding out in the hidden chamber behind the church, the party wondered what to do next, and so they snuck back out in the nighttime to avoid the mob, and went to examine the body of the Bandit King once more in hopes of finding any clue that could help them close the Hellgate or locate any more of those rituals that may have been set up. And upon examining the body of the Bandit King, they found something that hadn't been there last time they looked at him when he was alive. There was a ring on his finger that they determined to be a ring of mind shielding, something that would have interfered with the magic of a zone of truth and made him able to lie while under its influence. After that revelation, the party decided to mull it over and attune with their new ring in hopes of potentially finding the soul of the Bandit King trapped inside the ring. But as they waited on the docks at night, that late at that night, they actually noticed something that was occurring off the coast. They saw a fire light in the distance and then begin to consume one of the fishermen's ships, one of the tall ships way out off the coast. And so the party hopped in a little rowboat to go and investigate, and they found the ship sort of half aflame, which Kaj began to diminish those flames. And as they put the flames out, two of the party went down below deck and found a bunch of supplies, some rich-looking vestments, and a journal that had all its pages torn out. But using some soot from the fire and the last page that was still intact in the journal, they managed to find the indents of the quill from the last written note, which revealed to them some truth that they had been missing the entire time. That the Bandit King that they had found and arrested was no more than a body double standing in for the Bandit King, a figure named Rook. And that there was indeed another meeting place known as the Kingscliff Camp that existed out there somewhere. And that the Bandit King himself, this whole time, was hidden in plain sight as the revolutionary leader, Dominic Keane. And that was where we ended last session. So that's where we'll return. On that little rowboat off the coast of Middlemere with two timbers. All right. So, I assume whoever was reading that was reading it aloud, and so you all receive that information as I believe Gail was reading it aloud to the group.
Correct.
Gail, you should probably put that book back. And Kaj, maybe light the boat on fire.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a shame about the food.
Can I keep the book? Huh?
I
I don't see how
think
to
you
put the
should.
book back, but I don't know.
Do I really? I mean, what's it gonna matter? Like, are they really gonna go look in the water for destroyed journal?
I think it's only a problem if we get searched for some reason.
Which is something that might happen because no one trusts us right now.
All right, fine.
Oh,
Len,
and take this. Saru takes out the vest that they got from inside and uh gives it to Gale.
Can we just throw it in the water? Just let it drown?
No, it deserves a fiery burial.
All right, all right.
All right, you climb back aboard the ship.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw the clothes, and that's it. I'm keeping the journal.
Very well. All
are
right, yeah.
we
Go ahead.
are we gonna confront the Mr. Keen?
I wouldn't.
Not yet. This is the one time when we've been a step ahead this entire time. And I'm going to start producing flame, throwing it at the boat, set it on fire again.
I thought you
Very
said
well.
pissing flame.
Isn't this probably a good time to actually notify the right people? Tell our group?
To report back.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'll hand the stone over to Gale.
Oh, I'm gonna help create. I'm gonna use create bonfire to help burn the boat.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll hand it over to one of the Tibbs.
Which one? Me,
Uh,
pick me.
The one that's saying, pick me.
Okay. And then
The one that's not rowing.
and then he takes the stone and activates it and says,
Can you not do that as me?
fine. He's gonna turn it to Teddy, and then by the way, this is while it was activated, so they hear that. And then he says, report.
All right. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so bad news. Dominic Keen is the Bandit King.
And Dominic Keen is
The leader of the Revolutionary Army.
right.
Oh, and also he knows all about us and has known about us the entire time.
I see. Then, when you've been working alongside them, he's been using you, I imagine.
Oh, just using us, yes, sir.
I see. That is dire news.
Teddy seems to sound more blasé than you would think that he would be, usually.
Very well. Thank you for notifying me. Have you plans for your next steps?
Oh, no, not at all.
I see.
We're not going to tell him, though.
Is he still in town? Are you near him?
We're adjacent.
I see.
He is still in town, yes. But I believe not for long.
Very well. We'll have to act cautiously then. If he is a revolutionary leader, then he'd be a champion of the people and they won't take kindly to any assassination. Or even arresting him won't be seen kindly.
Absolutely not. Yeah, the people also not fans of us right now. Oh, and
I see.
they kind of know that we are Kingsguard.
I see. Part of his machinations then.
Yes.
I see. It seems we've been played for fools then.
Oh, completely.
Very well, we'll have to adjust to this. Do you know of his plans from here on out?
Well, Teddy's gonna tell what they do know.
Gale hits you the second you start trying to do it. He's like, shakes his head no.
No.
All right. Well, then I suppose that would be our next step, is learning what he plans now. You said he doesn't. Does he? Does he know that you know who he is?
Not yet. We're hoping he doesn't find out.
Very well done. That is an
Also-
advantage.
Yeah. Hold on one moment. Teddy's gonna look at Gale and be like, "Did you just hit me with that journal? That's supposed to be on the boat."
I hit you with my elbow?
I must have seen something. Never mind. Wait, hold on. Can you insight check that?
I actually did hit you with the journal.
oh,
with the
okay.
elbow.
I thought you said with the journal. So I was
No,
like,
no.
okay. All right. Yeah, so that's that, I guess.
Well, our next step should be figuring out what he plans and stopping that. If he doesn't know that you know who he is, then I suppose that's one step that we have ahead of him.
Very true. Okay, well, that's what I called for.
Very well. Keep me posted if anything changes. I shall amass the King's Guard here in Eudora, whoever's still left who's not been sent out to scour the kingdom. If you do have any updates, please let me know so that I can mobilize them more efficiently.
Yes, of course. Teddy's gonna deactivate the stone and put it in his pocket.
Well,
Well, I mean, the boat looks like it's on fire.
what's the plan?
What do you mean, what's the plan?
What are we gonna do?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you just got off the phone with him?
He
The stone?
said
The phone.
he just
The phone.
he said you heard what he said.
I didn't.
Oh,
We need to figure out his plans, which
Not a speaker stone.
we just know they're
It
going
is.
to that place. What is it called?
King's Cliff.
Kingscliff. What can we do in the meantime? Well, also, what do you guys think about Bishop? Because they're already right.
They're in charge while Dominic has to stay in character, I would say.
They're
Is it
named
even
after
worth
chess.
going after them first?
Hold on a second. Yes, Tibber. They're named after chess pieces. Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
Is it worth going after them in the meantime?
In the meantime, Bishop, might be worth it. It would at least be a thorn in the side.
We know which way they're running to.
Take
Yes,
out the
but
right
how
hand
would we
man.
know that without? How would we know that without?
Well, they said in the letter that they're waiting in Merkling Depths, right? And that they would go to Kingscliff Camp if they thought we were
Well,
coming.
Mhm.
Merkling Depths was where we were, right?
Apparently, we weren't thorough enough, but it's scary to go there now. We could try.
Yeah. Okay. I suppose. Yeah, that's true.
Well, what do we need to take down Keen from this side? Doing anything in town is going to be next to impossible now. Unless we sneak about all the time.
That's exhausting.
If
My
anything,
whole
we should just
thing.
act defeated and leave.
Hmm?
If anything, we should just leave.
Honestly, I think we should pretend to have our. Yes, I agree with Go.
Yeah, just go tell them that we're leaving. Now that it's done, and we're gonna go and
We can say
report
that
to
we've
the
been
king.
fooled. Yes, we've
No,
been
don't say
fooled.
anything.
So
Don't say anything. You just go. Just tell them the job is done. We're gone.
What
Oh,
about
I
Runica and the kids?
can't in exactly what I was going to say. Can't leave them here in good conscience, not knowing what they're going to poke around in. The townspeople.
Get- we leave. We get them to leave as well
We'd have to escort them with everything being the way it is right now.
How do you smuggle out an entire group?
at night. I mean, we did it in Merkling Depths. We just had to kill a few people.
Where would we take them?
Glorywell. That's where most of them live, anyways.
I don't think we need to take them all the way. Just get them far
Out
enough
of the
away that
zone.
Runica can handle the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to leave all of that up to Runica.
If they knew, well, we can do Runica and Finlane, right?
Finn's not much of a fighter.
I don't know. He killed a banshee that one time.
Because the rest of us were done.
We could always have them just lie low here. Continue a little bit longer. Maybe give them the stone? I don't know.
We could always put them on a ship. We could always make the fire go out on this ship and put them on it.
Loud,
sorry?
deafening crackling from behind you.
Yeah.
You want to put a bunch of kids
On the ship that
and
doesn't
make
work.
them seasick?
Oh, that's true. It doesn't work. Forgot about that. No, it was just they could. Anyways,
Did he not? He had Kingsguard come in this direction, right? We can see if they're still available.
Oh, that's true.
If they could even meet them halfway to someplace, that'd be better than anything.
Mm-hmm. We could always just join the rebellion, quote unquote.
I feel like it's too late to do that.
How so? We just found out that the Bandit King was working for the king.
Everyone hates us.
Everyone hates you.
Nobody
No,
hates
I
me.
understand. All right. Well, if no one hates you and I can change my face, you know, the people who are fucked or, you know,
They don't hate one of me.
one of you.
Yeah, the one that can't turn into something else.
I'm confused.
He's saying they hate you.
Yeah, and they see two of me. They know that you can change.
I
They know
wouldn't
that you're
change
there.
into you.
Oh, as long as you're seen with us, anything you're seen as is gonna be.
Guilty
That's
by
why.
association.
That's why I'm back as Teddy and not Ruva. Ruva's not burned yet. Only Teddy's burned. My whole issue is How much does he know? As far as we know, he doesn't know I'm a shapeshifter yet. And that we can use to our advantage. Because I did keep that quite under wraps. But if he does know, you know what's terrible? I kind of don't care about this place anymore. I
I haven't cared for a while.
need to know that everyone at home is safe. They knew who we were this entire time.
I think if they wanted to threaten them, they would have already.
We wouldn't know.
These people don't know any better. We can't just kind of cast them aside like that. They've been misled. It's not that they're bad people, they just don't know any better.
Okay, well then we write a missive, flood the town with it, and get the hell out. As long as they can read, they've gotten the information. Whether they believe it or not is on them.
Very unlikely that they will.
That's not on us.
I think it is.
Don't see how it's not.
We just executed
I
the
don't
wrong
see
man
how
in
it
front
is.
of the entire
We didn't
town.
execute the wrong man at all.
I don't know if I'd call him the wrong man.
Hey, wrong man.
A man that stood by while children were being fed to a demon.
Mhm.
I'm going to sleep well tonight. Well, in the morning.
What can we do? I mean, more solid proof than this.
I don't know.
I say we don't deal with it yet. Honestly, the demons are kind of a bigger problem.
We can't
And
really take on the demons without their help, though.
well, then we use their help. They were using us. We use them.
Isn't that just a cycle of bad?
Okay, Monk Tibber. Where's this coming from? Do you want to? Do you want us to succeed or not?
Depends on what we're trying to succeed at.
Okay. Well, you're the one who wants to help the people. The people need help from the demons. That now you're saying, let's not use the help that we have to kill the demons, because the people, because it might not be good. But then a lot of people are gonna die. So
Well, your plan was to leave.
I know, and you guys kiboshed that. So
I'm not saying we don't use them. I'm just saying, is that the best choice?
well, you already said no to my other choice. So
I didn't say no.
you said don't leave them. That's no.
Do you think fighting the demons would get us in good view of the people?
Well, it would definitely make them think that we're not demons, which is what they thought we were, or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've already done so much and they still hate us.
Well, we did so much that they didn't really know of. And then we said we were Kingsguard. I can see why they. Oh, and then we apparently poisoned the town. So, I mean, it didn't look good for us. We didn't look like we were doing good at all.
I don't know the right answer here.
What if we go to Keen, tell him that we need to get back into the people's good graces, so we're gonna go fight demons, and then he vouches for us. Then we get the people back on our side.
Are we not? Are we not just giving him an opportunity to do things behind our back then, though?
He's gonna do that anyways, unless we kill him. But I
Or
was pretty
make
sure
him
you
fight
guys
with
just.
us?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, he can be one of the ones. I mean, as it is, Bishop's gonna be doing whatever she wants behind their backs anyways, so it's not like he won't get things done.
So we force him to come with us, and then we have our eyes on him, and we go and save the world again. All in favor say aye.
Dale, what do you think?
I don't think he does think.
Hmm?
Well, that's a
Hmm.
wash. I've heard no eyes, so I need more ideas, if anything.
Well, I've been giving ideas, so I guess it's someone else's turn.
Alright, well in the letter they say that they probably think we're gonna go anyways to the depths, right? So maybe we tell Keen that we're gonna leave. We're gonna make sure we didn't miss anything or there was another way to end the stuff there, right? And we just go straight to King's Cliff. Don't even go to Merkling Depths. Because if he knows that we're heading to the depths and he's gonna tell Bishop, she'll just go to the safe space in King's Cliff and we'll already be there waiting. Or we wait for them to leave and maybe we like draw out the time that the Revolution Army goes and we decide we're joining them or something. But that's a little more dangerous because we might have a same scenario where we have to kill Finn to test our metal.
If we go to Merkling Depths, we have to make sure we finish it in one fell swoop, otherwise we're blown.
No, I'm saying we don't actually go to Merkling Depths. That's what we tell Dominic Kane, that we're going there to make
I
sure.
I meant the safe house one.
Oh, Kingscliff? Yeah, we'll have to be extremely thorough. Check every granny.
There's
I mean,
no way we can go there.
realistically, we're giving ourselves up if we succeed or not at that point.
The
So we have
fact
to
that
have
they
a
don't know
plan
we
after.
know is the only thing we have right now. Do not give that up.
Right, but they're already prepared for the opportunity that we might be going to Merkside.
To what?
Merkling Glyphs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Merkling, Merkling
Depths?
Depths? Or
Yeah,
we've
depths.
been to Merkling Depths before.
Yes, but as it said in the journal, they're already prepared.
Yes,
That
they were
that
prepared
we'll
for us to go.
probably, yeah. So why would we go there?
What do you mean? We already went there.
Never mind. I'm just gonna look at the water.
I don't understand.
Seems like no matter what we do, we're taking a risk.
Yeah, so that's why we have to be careful. This is the one chance we've had to be ahead.
So what's the least risky option?
Demon hunting. You want the people to be on our side? We gotta do something to get the people on our side. You know, this would be a lot easier if you guys just could, you know. Teddy just flashes a hand over his face, changes it, and flashes it back.
Why don't you change us?
What do you mean?
You can do it to yourself. You can do it to other people, right?
Why would I be able to do that?
Why wouldn't you? Why can you only do it to yourself?
Because I'm me.
Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean that doesn't make any sense? You're not making any sense.
Everything I've seen so far that has to do with magic has come from pacts or religious deities or anything. And I'm told if I try hard enough or if I go and find it, I can do it too. So why can't you do it to me?
Because, because I'm special and I was born this way. I'm built different.
So you're saying I have no chance?
You can't change your face like I can, but you could probably change it. There are other ways. I have a disguise potion.
Do you have 3?
Only one.
I don't need one. I'd be a cat or something. That's it for being sneaky. Zero, you're better at this than me. Is there a way that we can trick him into thinking he's still ahead of us?
Very easily.
Follow his plan?
If possible, I'd like to trick
Yeah.
him in a way that involves him using us to close that portal.
That would be harder. We could go the demon route. We say that that's the only way to prove our mettle and get the people on our side. He doesn't need us that much.
Well, one thing that he would love to see publicly, right, is 4 defected Kingsguard.
Exactly. We could join the rebellion,
Mhm.
which was something that I said.
We need to use that. Well, I want to do more, though. We have to get more information. We have to get harder evidence. I'd also
I
like to
say-
see if there was anybody else within the army that the people would follow if we could oust him.
I don't trust any of his people.
There's 2 I trust more than the others.
Oh, the ones
The
that
other 2 that
survived.
made it out. Yeah.
I mean, technically 3 made it up, but
I was gonna say, weren't there 3?
hmm.
Or do you not trust the girl?
What? The girls, one of the ones I do trust. But there were 3 that made it out, but one was just cowering in the.
hmm
Yeah, I don't think he saw anything.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was one of the bandits.
That was a bandit.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's
I
what
thought
I
you knew
thought.
that.
You guys had to be tripping. I was like, wait, was that a good guy the whole time?
Oh, whoops.
Well,
Man, I did not know that.
I thought you guys were just being really nice to him, but okay.
Oh no, man! I thought he was one of the guys.
Wait, the
So
guy cowering below the ladder?
Yeah,
yeah.
He was a
He was-
bandit?
he was a bandit apparently.
He was one of the dudes who
I swear to God, he came in with us.
Yeah, I thought so too.
no.
Oh, that's their fucking deal now. I don't care.
That's funny. That is very funny.
So my lights just flickered. If my internet goes out, you know why.
All right.
Big storm.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have been kind of like rowing back to shore as you talk, right? Because it's
Yeah.
kind of like an hour out. So you've been the ship is burning behind you, and you've kind of reset that flame, and it's been
Yeah,
slowly
I said it in chat
collapsing.
15 minutes ago.
I
Yeah.
saw that. So I was just kind of I was saying that for everybody else's benefit. We're rowing back to shore, and so as you guys kind of discuss your next plans, you can see some of like the torchlight along the coast grow brighter, and you eventually can see the pier in the distance and moor your little rowboat up onto the docks to arrive back in Tradewater, assuming that you're trying to go back to Tradewater.
Seems so.
Yeah.
They really left his ass out here, and that's crazy.
Immediately when we get here, I'm gonna drop or I'm gonna put up Pass Without Trace again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we keep talking about this back at the church, or
Guess we can't do much tonight.
Yeah.
we just have to be careful? If anybody sees us out here tonight, they're gonna pin that ship on us somehow.
Yeah.
True.
So Gail, be very careful and very.
I just stop here and point it out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with Pass Without Trace up, you guys quickly make your way back through town without really alerting anyone. It's kind of pretty late into the night, kind of approaching morning as you guys slip your way back through. There's still a few more hours of the night, but I think you guys left at like 1 or 2 in the morning, so a couple hours later, it's about 3 or 4, as you arrive back at the church. Make your way inside. You don't see kind of anybody outside at night. It's just kind of dead quiet. It's only crickets off in the distance. And so
Do
make
you
your
want to
way-
be the one to break the news to Runica, Gail?
Hmm?
Do you want to be the one to break the news to her
Which news?
that we've been getting played like instruments as well? Then
Not really. No.
I mean, none of us really know her as well as you do.
I would say she's almost like a sister to you.
More than you. Oh, just kidding. Sure, I'll tell her.
So you trigger you trigger the mechanism in the organ, which clicks the door open, and nobody opens it for you, but you know by now how to do it. So you unlock
It's me,
the door.
sister. As I unlock it.
Yeah, you hear her voice kind of from within, a little bit hushed, but still kind of loud enough for you guys to hear. She just says, "Very well, come in." So you make your way back into the hidden chamber behind the church. And so as you make your way into the back chamber, you can see all the children still sleeping, and so you kind of stay rather quiet. Pass Without Trace helps you not wake them up. And Finlane's still asleep. Gray, who was up when you left, is now asleep off, kind of leaning against one of the bookshelves. And Runica is she's flipping through a book at the table as you enter. She herself looks rather exhausted. She's got like dark circles in her eyes. Looks like she hasn't slept at all this night. But she kind of just gives you like a little nod as you enter, not wanting to speak too loud. Did you find anything? We're gone for an awful long time.
Well, it turns out that this revolutionary leader, Dominic Keane, is actually the Brenda King. He's been playing us this whole time.
Her eyes widen. She says, Keen. We see. Well, that does complicate things.
Yeah, so we'll be trying to continue to stop him, hopefully take advantage of this situation, but per my request from earlier, I'll still need the ritual to do it again if that's alright. Tomorrow, and then we'll set out.
Of course, of course. I've got the materials prepared already.
Alright. If you need rest, I can help assist with anything you need. Let you go to bed early.
It's all right. I'm in the middle of my research here. I was looking into, well, the portals you were describing and any method of closing them. I've not found much, but I'd like to keep reading.
Do you want some help? Speed things up a little?
I suppose if you're not exhausted.
No, it's alright. I'll stay up with you until it's finished.
Very well then. She passes you one of the books and just says, I haven't gotten to this one yet, but you can start here.
Alright.
As for the others, so you just heading off to bed to get some rest?
No.
Cod is thinking of a plan still.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit against the door and nod off.
Very well. So unless anybody wants to do anything else, then eventually morning rolls around quicker than you expect because you've already ate up a lot of the hours of the night. And so as morning dawns, you see a couple of the kids kind of naturally wake up and rub their eyes. A couple of them rub their eyes and then immediately go back to bed. But everybody kind of naturally begins to wake. And you lot as well. So in the night, Gil, you aided Runica in her reading. She seems to have just stacked up a bunch of books that she could find in the church's storerooms about just kind of anything infernal or unholy.
Love it? You guys want to say I love you?
We can hear that.
So that Runica? Wow. Quickly.
Gotta confess my feelings, you know?
So you spend the night kind of flipping through old dusty tomes filled with any sort of mention of the unholy,
Mhm.
and it's an exhausting effort, and there's not a whole lot to go on, but you do kind of keep seeing um, chains kind of come up from time to time. And anytime that they seem to come up, you'll see it described as one of the infernal circles, another plane that exists out there. And so, as you begin to delve deeper and deeper into the books, you begin to learn that the infernal circles are sort of alternate planes that are separate from each other. There are multiple infernal circles, from what these scholars who've written this seem to understand. And just like we have our realm, demons have theirs. And as you read about infernal circles, and anytime chains are mentioned, you sort of perk up a little bit.
Hmm.
And you flip and flip through endless amounts of books for the rest of the night, as Runica does too. And eventually you kind of settle on this one page. And as you're reading, you see that mention of chains. And you stop flipping, you more thoroughly read this page. And it seems to document an encounter long ago, over 100 years ago, with some sort of fiend that this scholar was documenting. And just like your own encounters, you see those mentions of chains and control and possession. And it seems that this scholar actually managed to get something out of the possessed before they exorcised the fiend back to hell. They got the name of the infernal circle where this chain devil came from. And that fiend called it Agramoth. But the account ends there because, with the victim's life at risk, the scholar was forced to exorcise the demon, and he got no more out of it. And you continue to search for the rest of the night into morning, but as the others are stirring to awake, that's really just what's echoing in your head.
Hmm. Does this sound familiar, Runica? Do you know anything about Agramoth?
Agramoth. She kind of thinks for almost like a full minute of silence. Perhaps it was mentioned in the old archives. Back when I first joined the Order. Once or twice. One of the infernal circles, yes?
Mm-hmm.
then perhaps we know what our portal's connected to.
Is it that simple to close it? Just know where it's from?
I don't think it'll be as simple as that, but it is a step in the right direction. To know where the portal leads would at least guide my research in how to close it. I'll continue to research. Do you all have plans for the day? She kind of looks over at the others as you're all stirring and awaking.
Oh, I don't know. I just listen to the wind. I'll let them tell the plan.
Very well.
Gosh.
Hmm.
It was kind of your plan.
It was loosely a plan.
Okay. We kind of don't really have one, except we're going to defect and close the portal.
Closing the portals probably should be the priority, right?
Well,
Oh,
the sooner we can
obviously.
close it, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Keen
well, it's
probably
rather...
wouldn't tell us how to do that, even if he knew.
No, you're probably right, but that would be our best bet for how to close it, I'm afraid. I could research for a year and not find nearly enough information to be able to soundly attempt it, but, well, I suppose the knowledge of how to close it would be most known by those who opened it.
That's true.
Do we think Bishop knows how to close it?
Maybe. I feel like Bishop probably knew a lot. But it did seem like Rook was the one who gave the blood, right?
Just to kind of think out loud. We know where Bishop will run if we go there. Could we have the King's Guard be waiting for her?
Where will she run?
The King's Cliff.
She's already there.
She's not there. She's waiting at depths, right?
No, we were at the depths, remember?
Okay, well, do we want to go straight there?
To Kingscliff?
Mm-hmm. Do
I
any of
think
you
so,
even know
yeah.
where it's at?
No, not only do we not know where it is, it would
Mm.
also be the thing that gives up the only like step ahead we have.
Mm-hmm. It's a gamble too because we don't know that she knows how to close these portals.
True. Whose handwriting was... Ugh, I just realized that we could have compared the handwriting in the journal to the handwriting in the other journals. The ones with the summoning, to see if the Bandit King was if Dominic was the one who did the summoning circles, or if it was someone else. I guess we need to get a piece of paper or something that Dominic Keene has written on to compare it.
Only we had one.
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard if we get in his presence, though I'm not sure how I'll do it. What if we ask him to write out a formal statement saying that we are no longer uh we are no longer associated with the King's Guard, and then he posts it. Then we would be able to see his handwriting.
And we could get the writing like that.
What?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Do you think even if we defected, that would be okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, the townspeople were pretty convinced that I'm a demon or something.
I mean, clearly you're not.
Clearly to us.
Yeah, we both have wings and throw fire around and stuff. It's not a huge stretch.
Gale does fire things and he flies.
He levitates.
He's windy, though.
Oh, you could probably convince them I'm an ogre if you really wanted to. I don't think they're looking for concrete.
Mm-mm.
What's that?
See, man, baby.
How difficult do you think it would be for you to frame him, Zara? I'm assuming you can get his appearance already.
Yes. His appearance wouldn't be a problem, except I haven't seen his body, so I don't know any marks, which he definitely has. Now that we know that he's the blood magic person. Did our futures say anything about this? Hmm. I don't think it did. Hey, Runica, want to get your fortune told?
My fortune told. I don't really believe in such things.
I believe in it for you. I believe so hard. You should definitely go. We have someone who can read fortunes.
I suppose, but I can't exactly just waltz around town.
That's true.
Good thing it's not through town.
It's true. It's just up the way.
And she might have more berries.
Always thinking with your stomach.
I think that was from my head.
Well, someone would need to stay here to watch the kids if I'm going to leave.
Aww.
I can.
No.
What do you mean?
You want her to go so bad you're going with.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay.
You Go ahead, Tibbs. I can stay back. I know you want food. I want some more time to think about the plan, anyways.
Okay. Gail can also stay, probably.
Nope.
No, you and Gail go. I don't want to leave Kaj.
Are you
No
sure the children
offense.
will be protected?
Hmm?
I think Gail should stay. No offense, but I feel like Kaj, Gail, and Tibbs are the equivalent of Renica.
Um, so you want all three of us to stay?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Maybe-
also, if Gray's the charge, shouldn't someone under Renica's. You know, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go get a.
Does she really want to go? Renica, don't feel pressured into this.
Well, it's not
That's
my,
everything.
my usual habit. If you think it's important for what we're accomplishing, I suppose I can do it, but it's not in my usual.
It might be very important, but it also could not be. But it might be very important.
I suppose if you think it's important, I'll go along with you, but like I said, someone will need to stay here.
I think we've got that handled.
Okay. I mean, it is kind of late. I mean, early in the morning. So maybe we can sneak. Well, Kaj, maybe you should come with us. I'm
Can you-
looking at that armor
Can you
and
make up your mind?
no, I'm looking at that armor and thinking about sneaking. I don't know.
Definitely not the best. It's also quite bright. At least
Wait,
mine is.
Hold on. Gail can do this. Gail, remember how you told me that you can make people invisible?
You can make
Hmm.
people invisible.
Hmm?
It's very
You might
impressive.
need to make her invisible.
Telling me
Huh?
Gail can make other people invisible, but you can't change my face a little bit?
I can change your face a little bit. And Teddy like makes a fist.
You couldn't.
I could.
Try it.
I'm not gonna punch you in front of the children. Because and Teddy Teddy raises his voice a little bit because violence is never the answer. And like looks around at the children.
Alright, you guys get going.
Okay. Gail, if you don't mind, we're gonna need an invisible lady.
What am I doing? I wasn't really paying attention.
Making Runica invisible.
Uh.
Can you bring back some food for me? Whatever she has out?
I can't hear you.
Can you bring back some stuff for me? Whatever she has out?
Some of the kids are sleeping.
Boop.
They're away.
All right. With that, Runica shimmers for a moment and turns invisible.
Where'd she go?
You know what? I just realized I could just go as Ruva and bring Runica, and I don't need any of you guys. No. Okay, let's keep going. This is a good plan.
It's incredibly
Forethought
handy
is
stuff.
often an afterthought. Alright, kids, who wants to learn swordplay?
Oh no.
From the ones that are awake, you get a couple hands raised. All right, so is it just Teddy and Runica going,
I thought Gale was also good.
or is
But
Gale
he
coming?
doesn't have to.
Go, Gale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, so you make your way back out of the church and wind your way around the side of the church, as it's just a short walk up the hill to get to the witch's tower. As you kind of just initially walk out of the church and see that kind of long road that stretches through town, um, the town seems pretty quiet. It is the morning, but it seems sort of extra quiet. You don't see too many people out and about, and yeah, the town just seems a little empty. But you quickly hook around the church and make your way up the hill, and eventually arrive at the tower, upon which I presume you knock.
Yes.
Very well. You knock and then you wait for almost like a full 2 minutes, and it's just kind of silence. You knock again, and then eventually you kind of hear the witch's voice from within the tower. It's a little bit kind of weak, and she kind of croaks out, "Oh, come in."
Teddy goes in.
All right. And then the three of you enter Wireless Tower. And one sec. As you enter the tower, you can see Wyla across at the far end of the table. She's kind of like slumped down a little bit in her chair, kind of slouching. And she just kind of gives a small little wave toward you as you enter.
Are you okay?
Oh, don't worry about me. I just a little tired today.
Is it all the demonic energy?
Demonic energy. Is that what that is? It feels awful, as though the very air around me is on fire.
Yeah. We were wondering if you'd be able to read a fortune. It might be very important.
Important. If you say it's important, then I suppose I could try.
Runica? I don't know where you are, Runica, but if you could sit in a chair.
You hear
this
her
chair.
voice just, I'm right here. I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah, just sit in the chair and reach out your hand to Wyla, and Wyla reach out your hand, and then Runica take her hand. Sorry, this person's invisible right now.
Wyla reaches out her hand and just grabs Runica's hand without just grabs the air and takes the
Oh.
hand. You can't tell it's a hand, but she grabs something for sure, without a second guess.
Okay.
Now then, it was your fortune you wanted, Red, correct? You see Wyla like kind of like almost slump down a little bit in the chair again, and she grabs her head. She kind of like rubs her forehead as if she's got a headache. I apologize. It's just all the voices. I feel as though I haven't slept in several decades.
Are you unable to do it?
Well, I've not given it a try today, as there's no one here to do it on. I could try it, but I don't. It doesn't feel right.
Hmm. If you hear lots of voices, maybe you're picking up on. Are the voices different than usual?
Usually they're soft little whispers that I can invite inside for tea. The past little while, it's been more like a heckling crowd, a mob screaming at me.
Maybe you can hear the demons.
Are there demons about?
Yes, and they will be getting closer. I'm not sure if you have any protection here. Teddy glances around at the tower. But you may want to be wary and possibly be ready to leave if necessary.
I see. Well, I can pack up and leave rather quick, but I apologize. I can read the fortune if that's what you want.
Yes, and take as much time as you need. I'm sorry about this, but it is very important.
Yeah, she's released the invisible hand that she was holding, and she was kind of like clutching her head and rubbing her temples a little bit. But as you say, it's important. She kind of leans back in the chair and just sort of stares at the table for a minute. All right. Very well then. And she reaches back out into the air and grabs something that you can't see. And she sits there for another few seconds in silence, just kind of staring off into the air. And then you see her eyes kind of go milk white again as the pupil and iris just kind of completely disappear. And she begins to kind of whisper again, as she usually does, as her voice is incredibly soft, too soft to hear. And then, Teddy, you see, as she stares off into the blank space where you imagine Runica to be, you see one of Wyla's eyes begin to change slowly into like a thick, deep crimson. It sort of waxes like a moon. And so one of her eyes remains bright white, the other goes deep red. What do you do?
Uh-oh. Um, Daddy's gonna be like, Gail, what's happening?
Gale's just watching quietly.
Should we let this happen? Is this important? This looks like this is important.
Shh.
So you let it happen?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, so one of her eyes goes completely red. And then, layered on top of her whispering, you begin to hear two voices whispering. One of them is soft and gentle, the other harsh and angry. They almost sound like they're arguing, these two voices. The words unintelligible, but still loud enough for you to hear. And the two voices continue to argue and continue to argue as you see Wyla kind of almost like begin to grip what she's holding in the air. And you see almost like the tendons in her hand begin to flex and distend as whatever she's gripping, she's crushing now.
Teddy's gonna break the connection.
How?
He's gonna grab her arm and try and wrench it away from the invisible one.
All right, yeah, you grab her and kind of have to shove her back to stop it. Runica herself, you can kind of hear she was kind of wincing in pain, and you kind of feel a resistance from something invisible as she kind of is trying to yank her own hand out of Wyla's grasp. And you knock Wyla back, and she actually falls back out of the chair and onto the ground.
No.
And this chair here kind of scoots back all of a sudden as Runica stands up herself.
Teddy's gonna run over and try to scoop Wyla up.
Yeah, she's sort of lying like flat on her back, but as you kind of like help her head up a little bit, she blinks and you can see that her usual eyes are sort of back. The one is still that pale sort of blue, but the other now, the iris of the other eye is still red.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she now has heterochromia.
Yay. But also,
And she kind of blinks and looks around almost like confused as to what happened. She says, What happened? What's going on?
something went wrong. I think the demonic part got in the way. It it changed your eye. It's red now.
It changed my... She kind of stands up and she races over to this this little pool of blood that she's got here, and she kind of just waves one of her hands across it, and it goes solid like a mirror. And she looks into it, and you can see her kind of like pull at her eyelid to look better at the eye. I see. I don't know what. I don't know what this is.
You can still see out of it?
Yes, it doesn't seem impeded in any way. The voices when I was channeling the fortune, I had to let them in to see the future.
Oh,
But you said it was important, so I thought it would be all right that I could ignore the harsher voices, but they were so loud.
hmm. We might need to have Kosh come and take a look at you later.
I see.
Thank you so much for trying. I'm so sorry.
Uh, it's all right. I'm still myself. The voices have even quieted, or at least that's a relief.
Mm, mm. Teddy looks very concerned. Well, I have to go tell Kaj right away.
All right,
Veronica, Gail?
I just need to sit for a minute, says Vilo. And
Yes.
Runica says, I'm here. I'm ready to leave when you are."
Okay, we need to go get Kaj. Or tell him at least. Thank you so much, Viola. Someone will be back to check on you.
Very well. I just need to sit. Just need to sit.
Teddy's gonna run out.
Very well. Yeah, you hurry your way back out of the tower and wind your way back towards the church. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can kind of hear your fellows hurry along behind you, and you make your way back into the chamber of the church.
Teddy's gonna run in and just be like, Gosh, I made a terrible mistake.
What? Did you guys get caught?
No. Wyla, her eyes, one went red. Something about a terrible demon voice. And now one of her eyes is permanently red, and now some of the voices are gone, and I'm not sure. She had to let the voices in order to get the fortune but there was no fortune that we could understand. There were two arguing voices. I'm not sure. Maybe she let in a demon or something, and it's still there. I'm not sure.
Was she okay? Like, you left her there.
She's tired. I told her that someone would come check. Probably you.
Yeah, I can take a look. Should we go now? Is she okay?
She said she just needed to rest. Maybe wait a little bit. I don't know. What if she transforms into something terrible?
Go figure it out. I'll be here.
All right, let's go. I can't go out there.
Gail, Runica kind of says to you, "Can you drop the spell, please?"
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you snap your fingers, and Runica appears next to you, and she's kind of cradling her hand, which is
Uh-huh.
very clearly broken.
Oh,
What? That? How? How did that? How did that happen? That's
Her grip, it crushed my hand. I couldn't get it out.
um Teddy's gonna like
Come here. I got you.
instinctively reach out and touch the hand, and in doing so cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you cast Cure Wounds, and you see part of her hand kind of snap back into place as
Oh.
it sort of rearranges itself. And there's kind of a bit of a sickening crack as it forms back into place and then heals. One of her fingers is still a little bit crooked, but otherwise the hand seems usable as she kind of flexes it again, wincing slightly.
I'm sorry.
Hey, come here. I'll bandage it up still.
You can make a little
Broken.
splint for it, Tibbs.
Broken my hand many of times.
Okay. Yeah, Ted, you gotta be gentle. It's hard to explain. I'll try and
What?
teach you.
I didn't do anything.
I'm just gonna put it in the hand. I'm gonna wave it off. I'm like, all right, we gotta go. I'm gonna turn into a cat.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna turn into Ruva.
Very well.
A cat and Ruva walk out of a church.
I think that was the Kaj cat we used because it matched 2 colors.
I'll make like just like a homemade splint. I can go find like sturdy sticks and cloth and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Like she can move her hand again. It doesn't seem to be broken anymore. It still hurts when she
Yeah,
moves it, but
yeah,
and
yeah,
one
still.
of her fingers is at a strange angle, like it didn't quite get put back in the same spot it used to be. But
yeah, we're gonna do it so she doesn't fuck it up somehow, and just precaution.
yeah, fair enough. All right, Kaj, you can now move the cat.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, while you guys do that, Kaj and Ruby, you guys are leaving again.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. And I presume your destination is the Witch's Tower.
Yep.
Yep.
Very well. Then yeah, you hurry your way back through town, around the side of the church, and back up to the tower. When you knock, she doesn't answer, so you open the door and it's unlocked.
Okay. Hi, Wyla.
She's sort
Hi,
of kind of
it's-
she's still like slumped down in the chair where she once was. As you walk around over to her, she seems like she's asleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump onto the table and kind of like touch the top of her head, see if she makes up.
Yeah, you tap the top of her head as she's kind of slumped over in the chair, and you have to kind of do it a couple times, but she does eventually kind of blink awake, and you see that Wyla now has heterochromia, gosh.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna reach a paw towards her, then I'm gonna stop and jump off the table and then turn back into normal me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And she seems rather exhausted as she kind of blinks awake, but she just says, "That's a neat little trick." Almost a little bit half out of it, but still impressed.
Thank you. Do you think you could take a seat back so I can take a look at your eye really quick? I can help you up.
Very well, very well. She leans back in the chair.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at it if I can. One thing I do want to try is I want to cover her other eye, and then with just the one that's changed color. Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up? I'm holding up one right now.
She says, "One."
Okay. And you can see everything as normal from that eye?
I believe so.
Okay. And does it burn your eye specifically, or are you just tired mostly?
I just feel exhausted, as though I haven't slept for a very long time.
Okay. You can go ahead and lean back down now if you'd like.
All right.
Her eye's okay. Was she tired when you got here?
Yeah, but like you weren't here for the other thing. It was very scary. So maybe like do the golden healing thing, like bless her or something. Maybe that'll help.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't
I
know how you do it.
It's kind of scary too, right? She's been talking, or she's been hearing voices. Do we assume that's kind of coming from the portal?
Well, I mean, she said all the voices now are like loud and angry and stuff, like a mob. And they used to be quiet and nice. It must be because of the portal.
The thing is, I don't want to cause her more discomfort if she's already dealing with that.
From what you looked
Mm,
at her eye, Kaj,
Mhm.
it doesn't have some sort of like glow to it. It doesn't look like it's any different than, well, it just looks like an iris turned red. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell Ruva. It doesn't look like anything too weird is going on with the eye besides it changing color.
okay. That's good news.
I think first and foremost, she needs some rest and probably not
Yeah.
laying on a table.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lila, I think you should go to bed.
Hmm, perhaps that's for the best, yes.
We should probably take her up there.
Do you
Would
need
you mind?
help? Yeah, but
When you say go to bed, she just like shuts her eyes as if she's about to fall asleep right there.
let's help you to bed.
Oh, I suppose it is a bit of a mess up there.
That's fine. I mean, I've definitely seen worse.
But I just didn't want it to be embarrassing. That's all. I haven't
You
cleaned
won't
it in
tell
a
us all.
while. She's like just kind of like almost like talking kind of out loud to herself, just sort of a little bit out of it, almost like she's drunk.
Do you know where her room is?
Probably through that door.
Okay. Let's carry her up then, if we can. We kind of pull the chair out and see if we can coax her to stand up.
Yeah, she just kind of goes along with what you're getting her to do. She's very
Okay.
weak. She has to be kind of braced.
Yeah, if you hold on to that side, and then we'll just take
Yep.
her up. So yeah, we'll just walk all the way up there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you help her over to the door and you try to pull it open, but it's locked. And she goes, "Oh, apologies. I leave it locked just in case." And then she just kind of like knocks 3 times in an odd pattern with her weak little hand, and you hear it click open. There you go. And so through the door, you find like a spiral staircase that winds up around the outside of the tower.
Oh, cool.
And as you climb the spiral staircase, you eventually arrive at sort of the topmost layer of the tower. And you go through a door that leads to a bedroom that just looks like a bomb went off in it. There's just clothes literally everywhere. Just every type of piece of clothing is just strewn across on her bed in piles on the ground. She just has not cleaned it in a very long time. She's got books and stuff folded open onto their spines, and you can see kind of like food still lying there. Though it doesn't look like it's rotted. It's still perfect, but it's kind of half eaten. But you help her over
Okay.
to the bed, which is a rather large, kind of like one of those beds that has kind of like the veil around it.
Canopy beds?
Yeah, a canopy bed. and you help her lie down. You have to move some clothes out of the way, though. And she lies down peacefully in the bed, just kind of stares up at the canopy above her for a little bit.
Right.
Is
Get
there a
some
window?
rest.
Is there a window?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
Up
window.
there. Okay. River's gonna look out the window to see if she can see like the town versus the place of where the encroaching demon.
The window looks over the town. It's kind of next to her,
Okay.
to the desk that's buried in clothes and food and stuff. But there is a window that looks over the town.
Okay.
Okay, we'll lay her in bed. I'm gonna very quickly just give her a quick guidance to help fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna nod to Riva and motion to the door.
Riva will make her way to the door.
Yeah. Couch steps out.
All right, yeah, you leave Lila up as she drifts off in the bed, and you make your way back down the spiral staircase to the ground floor of the tower.
Yeah, let's make sure this locks too.
Yep.
I'm gonna push the door closed and see if it opens again.
It doesn't.
Cool.
I
Well,
hope we didn't just lock her in there forever.
I
She'll be
think
fine. She'll be fine. It's fine.
she's smart. She has something.
Mhm.
I was going to suggest us coming back to check on her, but that's going to be a little bit difficult now. It's I think I'm feel better about her not having her room open and being passed out up there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, if there's any cake on the freaking table, River will grab it.
Yeah, there is.
Yep, River's grabbing it.
Today it appears to be like a lemon cake.
Ooh,
And
Better
yeah,
drop a couple,
even though there's only like one slice taken out of it, it still appears fresh as though it was just baked a second ago.
I'm going to drop
So
a couple
you-
griffins on the table. And Riva was like,
Okay. All right, yeah, you snag some cake and make your way back to the door.
do you think I need the cat again?
mm, here. River's just gonna give you a mask.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, yeah, you pop on the mask to be safe and quickly make your way back through back down the hill towards the church and wind your way around. You glance down that long road that leads through town as you arrive back at the church doors, and the town still seems to be rather quiet. And so you make your way back into the church and into the back room to rejoin your companions.
Is it like unnaturally quiet out there, or just like a normal quiet day?
Well, you've seen morning in Tradewater a few times now, and you usually see people kind of bustling about, doing their morning routines, going off to help out at some farm, or wheeling something through town, going to set up merchant stalls, or hurrying to catch the rowboats out to the fishing ships. And you don't really see much of that. You see the occasional person, but you don't see nearly as many people as you usually do in the morning.
I guess they're listening to what we said.
Are you sure?
You know,
Have you
stay
been in town?
inside. No, remember? We said to stay inside.
Well, I don't think they listen to us though.
Well, I mean, we didn't say stay inside. One of Dominic's men went around to get people to stay inside and stuff.
Okay.
In fact, I think it was a woman.
I mean, just in case one of us should go take a look around initially. I mean, by one of us, you, since you're the only one that can walk around safely like that.
Okay. Wonder who I'll be.
Well, you make your way back inside to the church's hidden room, and your companions have kind of splinted up Veronica's hand.
I'm just gonna take a double check on it.
Yeah, seems
Nice
like
tips.
it'll heal properly in this position.
How'd it go?
She'll be okay, it seems. We better to get some rest.
Okay.
I have a gift for the children.
I'm just gonna giggle at such phenomenon.
The children perk up at the sound of that.
And Ruva puts down goes over to these boxes and put down the cake.
Whoa.
Each of you get a piece. It's lemon. It smells delicious.
Yeah, they all kind of group up and inspect it, and then they all kind of grab little pieces of it.
Yes, Tibbs, if there's some left, you can have one.
There's not.
There isn't?
It's fine.
Well, that's so sad. If only there
I didn't
wasn't a
want
piece
any anyway.
missing. It smelled delicious.
So, you didn't get the fortune, and now she's messed up.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, she's sleeping.
Sounds like we did a good job.
Yeah, I don't feel great about it.
Well, what now? We didn't get that.
I have to go into town to check and see if everything's okay.
Just like in general.
That's
It's
what Taj said.
oddly quiet out there. Just to make sure we don't want to turn up they all went missing or something, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they haven't started like invading or anything, right? I haven't heard any demonic sounds.
We've all been
No.
cooped up here as well, so we don't know.
Alright.
Zer, Ruba,
Mhm.
do you not trust the Kingsguard anymore?
Why?
Just wondering.
No, I don't really mind. I never really trusted them.
Well, it's because I don't really see a way that we can do this without help from them, right?
I agree.
Are we still gonna be Kingsguard after all of this?
We'll worry about
Um,
that later on.
Oh, see, I need to pee, so I'll be right back.
I mean, do we want to be? I mean, this is supposed to be like fighting for people and everything, right?
Mhm.
I feel like all we've gotten is them to hate us and duped by the enemy. And supposedly one that was working with the people that were supposed to guard.
I do admit we've been on the back foot a lot lately.
None of this has really gone how I thought it would. Just
Well, they
not.
trusted us with it, though, right? So we got to see it through.
I mean, yeah, we'll see it through. I'm just. I don't know, I've just been thinking a lot, I guess. Kind of all I've had time to do.
Mhm.
This doesn't feel like there's going to be the simple happy ever after like before. I guess that before it wasn't either. Ended up into all of this.
Gail, I don't suppose the wind's been telling you anything.
No.
Okay.
What's your problem with them right now?
With who?
Gale, I mean, seems
The wind-
kind of dejected.
The wind's a bitch.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He sucks.
So he's not helping you anymore?
That's a good question.
Why are you yelling?
Frustrated.
There's no wind in here.
There's
Did
wind
you
everywhere.
have you asked about any of the stuff that you've
That's air.
discovered recently?
Yeah, there's something about the one of the hills that we think it's the portal connects to. I think it's like Agra. Oh, pretty sure that's right. Oh.
Were you gonna mention this? I mean, does that
just-
help us at all?
I'm interested.
Okay.
And you
so-
learned that from the wind or from?
Oh no, it was from the book.
Oh, okay.
So, did it tell you how to close a portal?
No, unfortunately it didn't.
So we know where it's coming from, but not how to stop it.
Know who I missed, Tibbs?
Hmm.
Pavlova.
Oh wow.
If we would have stuck her in front of a stack of books, she would have told us how to fix that thing yesterday.
Man, I forgot about her.
You forgot about her?
Does that make me a bad person?
I'm sure she's working hard on whatever she's working on.
I mean, I didn't forget about her in like a I don't care about you way, but in like a I don't know, like I said, I've been thinking about a bunch of stuff. Mine's been preoccupied. I hope she's safe. What happens when we go back home after all of this? Have you guys thought about that at all?
No,
I'm trying not to get homesick myself.
home might be under attack.
I hope not. Are you gonna marry the sister, Gosh?
Uh,
You know
like
when
I
it's all
said, I've been
in-
trying not to get homesick.
Hmm. Hey,
Well, I think that's my cue. I'll go
bye bye.
take a look. Uh, the
thank you for turning the river, but unfortunately, they're going as everyone.
Unfortunately, I'm being difficult.
No. Worries. So you're heading out now then?
Yeah, they're gonna go out.
Okay. So where are you going?
They're just gonna walk around. Walk around the smithy and the inn, and then walk like down that stretch.
Yeah, down the main road.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you walk your way through the square and find it similarly quiet. You don't see soldiers bustling about or people beginning their days. You occasionally see a couple people wheeling wheelbarrows around, or you know, a mother with her child or something like that walking down the street. But the town does feel quiet. You notice that the smithy's not out front, hammering away as he usually is.
Hmm.
There's no soldiers milling about the inn.
He's gonna peek his head in the inn.
It's empty completely.
Well, then he's gonna go to the dockyards.
Very well. Yeah, you make your way to the dockyards, and along that main road, you find it similarly quiet. And the square itself, quiet as well. And you're poking your head in the tavern, right?
Yep.
All right, one sec. Gotta see what I left there last time because it's probably a big mess. Where's portrait I'm missing? Gotta get there.
Hmm?
Just gotta get your portrait. It's all
Okay.
the old one. And then who am I missing? Yeah. All right. So you make your way into the tavern, and you don't see the usual crowd that's milling about. The tavern appears to be almost completely empty except for a few standing at the center. You recognize most of their faces, though. You see Connell and Nina and a few of the soldiers. As you enter, Connell's kind of like, he was scratching his head, but he looks over to you and just says, "New face, who are you?"
I'm Barrett. I was told that we would be able to join the Revolutionary Army here.
Well, on an average day, yes, but I'm afraid you've caught us at a strange time.
Is this the beginning of the uprising? Where is everyone?
Well, I'd like to be able to answer you, but the truth is I don't know. We were sent on a detachment to scout an area to the east, just on a routine mission, and when we got back, everybody was gone.
Everyone.
Everyone but us. He gestures to the couple soldiers.
Oh, that's very strange.
Aye, usually when we've marching orders, I'm made aware of them. I'm not new to this whole soldier thing.
Hmm. Well, I don't know where that leaves me.
I am afraid you're out of luck, friend. You wanted to join. I'm afraid there's no revolutionary army here for you to join. I suppose you could link up with us, though, as I suppose I've no choice but to try to find them. No idea where to start, though, he mumbles.
Well, I may have seen a few other people down the road, but
Really? Because we tried the camp and that's empty too.
perhaps they seemed like an half orc and companions. Perhaps they would be interested in joining with you as well.
I see. Well, we were going to head out in a little bit. The only guess that I have is that they marched on Eudora, but I can't imagine why I wouldn't have been informed. So I suppose I was going to head in that direction and see if I could find them. It's a large area, though. You're welcome to join us.
All right. Well, I'm not so sure how I feel about this whole disappearing army thing.
Well, then you're among friends, because I'm not sure how I feel either.
I'll go see if I can find the others.
All right. Well, we'll be here for a few more hours, getting ready, and then we march northeast.
All right. Good to know. And
turn.
Sarah's gonna leave, never to be seen again.
You turn and leave the tavern and make your way back out to the town streets.
You do that accent pretty well.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Ah, thanks, man.
What's your destination?
Back to the church.
Very well. Yeah, you hurry your way back to the church and make your way back through the hidden door to arrive in the hidden church chamber where the others are waiting.
Quick switch to Teddy. Boom. Okay. Yeah, so, bad news. They've gone. Everyone.
Everyone's gone.
Except
Where?
for, the girl, and, I believe his name was Donald.
Good, so we can trust them and we know where to go.
Connell?
Donald? Connell?
The ones that came with us.
Yeah. Yep. They're the only ones who have been left behind.
They left him behind.
Yep. They left him behind. So he was trustworthy.
Everybody from town, even the army.
Yeah, the
The
town's
tents?
gone. As far as I know, that there is no. There are
you
no.
saw some townsfolk
soldiers.
around, but you did not see
There-
a single
yeah. There are
member
no
of the
soldiers
army.
there.
but the ones in the tavern.
No soldiers. Townsfolk fine. No soldiers.
Well, there goes our advantage.
Where do we think they went? Kingscliff?
He thought that they left marching for Eudora, which he's about to go do. I said you might want to join him, or we might want to join him. I just didn't want him to, like, leave on his own and be the only person who's on his way to Eudora, considering that he seems pretty decent.
And it seems like a good guy. And that also might be a reason why he got left behind.
Yep. Maybe he was the only one who didn't know that he was in the bandit camp. They said the camp was gone, though. So.
I think it's just soldiers following their captain.
So now we have to make a guess on where they went.
Yep.
Well, what do we think?
Uh,
I'm
There's no
guessing.
way they didn't leave a trace, right?
yeah,
Like,
they
that's
must
a
have
lot of
left-
people to be moving.
Yeah, it's a ton of people.
Yeah,
So we
word
can
to
just-
it spread somewhere.
We go to the camp. We see which direction it's going.
Yeah. Ugh, I didn't see
Maybe-
Iago.
Maybe if the people who are left were wives or other family, maybe they know. I mean, we could try asking one or two of them.
Yeah, did you not forget that they hate us?
Well, I mean, you can go as your whatever.
They don't know me. What would they say?
Well, you can parade around saying you were looking for the army and now they're gone. And if one of them's a wife or something, you know, just they're you know how they get around, they talk.
Wives get around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just. I think Kaj's plan was infallible, ineffable.
Well, my plan was just to do it along the way to his,
Oh, okay.
not as a replacement. But yeah,
You
I
still
mean,
need to learn where this King's Cliff Place is, right?
Yeah.
my guess is they're marching on Eudora, but
But I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
that's the only reason
why
I
would
could
they
see they need
leave
their whole
Connell?
army. They don't trust that he isn't.
They
You
they
know,
don't think
on
that
turn.
he's gonna catch up with them. That
He
doesn't
had
seem-
a. You know how honorable men can be. They, you know, we fought with
Also-
him. If something happens,
They sent him east, which is technically in the
Direction of
way of
Eudora.
Eudora. So I don't know. Uh,
a lot of land out there. Ay, ay, ay.
If Connell was
Ad-
cutting east, he would have run into an army moving on the way back.
Yep. Perhaps.
Either way, we're
Hey,
going to
we
the
could
camp,
always
so it doesn't
ask him.
matter. We're
We
going to
could
the camp
always say,
anyways.
yeah, we could always say that. Don't you think you would have seen the army if you were going east? Yeah, you know. So interesting. I mean, side note, did not see Iago. So we failed to keep that kid safe.
Not yet.
Okay.
Do we think Connell can be trusted?
Do we have a choice?
We always have a choice.
Would it be stupid not to try to trust him?
Worst case scenario, Connell already knows. We have to get dirty again, but
Wait, what did the note say? Ah, man, we should have written it down.
if we could have brought it and shown us evidence too.
Because he would know what his
He would know the
handwriting
handwriting.
is. Yep. Damn it.
Well, can you forge handwriting?
I mean, probably, but I didn't see it.
Can you forge it, Gib?
Kind of our only hope.
Can I do what?
Forge
Can you
the
forge the
handwriting.
handwriting?
Do you remember at all what it looked like?
What handwriting?
Can you
Teach-
listen at all?
Um,
Hell, even I'm in here. Come on.
From the
journal?
note. Yes.
Oh, sure. Here's the journal.
what?
Here you go.
That's a lot easier.
Good thing I kept it. You're
Are you
welcome.
kidding me?
Here you go.
I asked if we had any. You had this and last night when the plan. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Feeble-willed. Do you think?
So, what I think might be best is for you. You can probably work the word in there to have him meet us at the campsite, right? We'll
Right.
explain to him what we found there.
Wait, sorry, I'm rereading this. I'm trying to. I shall regroup with you there with the rest of the Revolutionary Army as soon as I finish painting our king as tyrant. All right. They're on their way to Kingscliff.
Most likely.
No, it says so right here.
Do we try to get Makano as an ally here?
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who forgets his name. Sure.
Why do you guys keep getting him?
Makano's
fought with
cooler.
us.
I'm just gonna call him McMurphy and just random
No.
shit each time.
All right, so if you can grab him, have him and his men meet us at the camp. Is that too far out of the way?
The camp?
Mhm.
No. I mean, it's the only way we can go.
Yep.
Hold on. Actually, I could always
that
ask
way,
them.
if the tracks are going north, this way it doesn't even say it's north. If the tracks are not going for Eudora, it gives us more evidence to go along with the journal.
True.
And Connell might know where Kingscliff is.
Hmm. Although, if he does know where Kingscliff is, he's definitely left here to get us there.
I feel like if he knew it, he would
He'd
have
be on
known
his
where to
way.
go.
Yeah. True.
Well, he doesn't know that the army went that way, right?
No.
We give him a chance.
Might as well.
Runica, I was going to suggest before that maybe we have you and the children leave, but I think it's quiet enough here now, right?
Yep. It should be.
It's also pretty dangerous to move around if the portal opens still.
Very well. I'll remain here, and she looks at Finn and Gray and says, and we'll continue research. Hopefully, if you return with any more information, hopefully from the person who opened the portal, then we'll have enough here to close it.
Sounds good.
Yep.
It
Very well
sounds
then.
kind of like a plan.
Fucking hell.
So who do I go? Who do I go to McDonald as?
Go to Connell
Nick who?
You know.
as someone else, not someone you
Okay.
haven't seen before. But you're good at this sort of thing, right? You can
No,
let
no,
'em
no,
know.
no. I didn't know if I should
Didn't
go
he have a
as.
farm?
Well, he's a soldier now, so. I don't know if I should go as like Teddy, because Teddy would be a familiar face and be like, "Hey, yo, let's go find," or go to Kingscliff. That's where they said they would be, type thing.
Hmm.
Like,
We'll
that
have him
might
meet
make
us in the field.
Oh,
Just tell,
and that-
just tell him the ones that helped him at the cave are looking for the army as well, and that they want to meet him in the field.
Okay, all right. I'll just go as. I'll go back.
What a plight
Yes,
of
sorry,
a
you have the most
shape-shifting
convenient way
man.
to move around.
Yeah.
I could go there as a cab, but I don't think that would help us very much.
The
Yeah,
plight of
yeah.
infinite versatility.
All right.
And we'll go there.
All right. So, Zara, you hurry your way back to the tavern.
Yep. Barrett.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll just
Really is
the
Barrett.
3 of us will go to the field. Go to where the camp was.
You're going to where the camp is?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Then, yeah. You head that way. And, Zara, you head back to the tavern?
Yep.
And so you make your way back in, and they're still kind of milling about. You can see them packing things into their haversacks and stuff like that. But they looks up and sees you again and goes, "Ah, you're back." And you weren't.
I met up with our friends. Apparently they knew you. They said that you fought in a cave together.
Right. Yeah, those folk. I
Yeah.
believe I know who you're talking about.
They said that they would meet up with you at the old soldiers' campsite.
At the Revolutionary Army camp.
Yeah, that one. Said we'd all meet up there, and then we'd go to where we need to go.
All right, well, we can be ready within the hour. He kind of looks at the rest of his soldiers and they all kind of nod, stand to attention. And we'll head that way. Are you coming along with us, or?
Oh, I'm coming along, yes.
All right, very well. Get what you need and we'll be ready to go soon then.
I'm ready now,
Very well.
he says with a smile.
Then yeah, he kind of turns back towards the rest of his soldiers and goes, "All right, you lot, step to it, double time." And they all speed up their prep. And so they kind of finish packing their things, and you head out with them. But meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
the others. You make your way back out into the forest toward where the camp was. And you arrive to find it deserted, as Zero described.
well, shit.
It's a damn ghost town.
Never
All
seen
overnight?
so many people vanish so fast. I mean, fuck. That's impressive.
And just by coming here, can we kind of tell the direction they went?
Yeah, if you want to do like an investigation or survival would work too. You have advantage since you're all looking around, and it wouldn't be too difficult either. They are a big group. All right, 22. So yeah, you guys begin to poke about the camp. You can kind of still see some of the holes where the tent pegs were hammered in. You can see all sorts of dirt kind of kicked up and grass stamped down. You can occasionally find things kind of left behind. It does appear like with your 22, you do get the sense that they left in a relative hurry. Because you can see a couple things kind of left behind. The odd piece of like cutlery from the camp storage. You can find like a little tin cup to hold liquids. They've left behind some of the stools around the bonfires that have been put out. And so you do get the sense that they left in a hurry, but you can find sort of a large trail of footprints that all begin to lead north. It's fairly easy to see.
Okay. And then yes, I'm remembering right that to get to Eudora, they would have to go east first.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of road they took.
Hmm.
There's multiple ways to get to Eudora. There's a large trade road, but it doesn't mean they took it.
Anything from the Winding Gale?
I hear birds.
No, the wind sucks. So what's the play?
We wait.
Oh,
Wait, here?
Correct.
Fuck. Alright.
Go run around. You want fun?
yeah, when's the last time you did your jumps out of the tree?
Don't. Do you patronize me? I won't start climbing a tree. Get out of my head.
Big word.
So yeah, you guys spend some time investigating, and Gail, you do your tree ritual. And you don't have to wait too long before eventually you kind of start to hear footprints or footsteps off in the woods, and you turn towards them to see the others arriving. Hang on, let me just copy that whole group. It'll be easier. So yeah, you see them all march out of the woods. Oh, you lost one. All right, whatever.
Whatever.
We
That's
lost
a
another
whole
twin.
person.
No.
No.
I'll go back and check. I just mean I wasn't gonna try to undo it and recopy. I was just gonna.
Okay. I was gonna say.
You lost that, dude. Yeah, you see them all arrive, and then one dude comes hustling out of the woods later. Sorry, I tripped. No, but yeah, Zara arrives with the group of soldiers. Some of them who you recognize from the storming of Merkling Depths. And as they walk into the clearing, you hear Connell say, "See, I told you, abandoned."
Nice to see you again, Connell.
Aye, and you. He kind of shakes your hand.
Oh, we're just waiting on Teddy, and then we can get started.
Are you
don't-
sure you're gonna wait for him? I think that perhaps you should go now. Catch up later.
Yeah, we could always fill him in later. Gail?
Aye, what's your friend doing over there?
He's learning new tricks.
All right.
You just seen that guy. I mean, you saw him fight that big devil thing. He's a wild
Aye.
one.
I did see
He's
that.
like a dog. You gotta keep him fresh.
Wait, he didn't
All
see
right.
it? Did you not see it?
No, he did see that.
Okay, because he was behind a bunch of crates, so I didn't know if he actually
They
saw
were
it.
peeking over. They were hiding, but they
Okay.
they knew what was happening. Well, I suppose we're ready to depart when you are.
Right. I'm kind of gonna look up at Tibbs and then kind of do a side eye at Zaire too to see, just check for approval again.
Yep, Zero nods. Well, Barrett nods. As he's going.
So just shrugs, like, I guess.
Onwards and upwards then.
All right, then we march to
Connell,
Eudora.
do you know where Kingscliff is?
Kingscliff.
Mhm.
I mean, I know the area, but why do you ask?
We discovered something troublesome last night. That's it's left us pretty shaken. I think after we tell you, you'll understand why we're very cautious about approaching you with this. But
All right.
we fought alongside you, and you're somebody that I think can be trusted.
Aye, well,
Uh,
let's hear it then.
I'm still calling Gail over again. Gail.
Uh, so it's funny that you mentioned Gale at this time.
My internet.
I happen to be the one with the journal.
Oh, okay then.
Barrett turns to McDonald and
He's gonna fucking kill
holds
us.
up a- I know.
We're trying to make an ally here.
He hands you a nice frosty milkshake
Yes.
Grimace, no.
inside of nuggets.
EIEIO is his war cry. He, he gives him the journal and says, "Do you recognize the handwriting?"
You see him
Oh,
kind of like
okay.
glance it over. You see his one eye, his remaining eye, flick across the page and read the kind of etched in writing. And you see his brow kind of furrow. His eyes sort of dart around the page. I don't understand.
So we found this evidence on the boat, the Crimson Dawn. Seems that our leader, our revolutionary leader, is not who he seems to be.
Aye, this is his handwriting. Oh, I've seen it at least a dozen times on written order.
Hmm. Well, we have proof now then. Barrett's gonna take back the journal. Because he does not trust people. Yeah, so we're I mean, if we were to be honest, like, and we go by the information on this, they're on their way to the camp at
Aye,
Kingscliff.
so it would seem. I was not informed of any camp at Kingscliff. I recommended we siege Eudora from the south.
Can I just
Would I?
answer check him?
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
With the 19, he seems genuine. He seems genuinely confused.
Okay. Kaj kind of gives like a breath, like a very satisfied.
I
Okay.
thought that he took my recommendation into consideration. I am the most veteran soldier in the Revolutionary Army, but I suppose not. I suppose I was cut out of the process altogether and just didn't realize it. Used for a fool in order to recruit the townsfolk.
If I may ask, have you ever fought with him?
Fought with Dominic.
Yeah.
No. Not in any of the wars that I fought in, but that was a long time ago. I was approached when the Revolutionary Army was forming because, well, folk in Tradewater know my name.
Ah, so you were only there since the Tradewater part.
Aye. And well, I saw the people of Tradewater suffering, and well, it seemed to be the fault of the king.
Well,
And I wanted to look after the people. So of course I joined, and I helped recruit half the people in Tradewater.
I'm afraid, friend, he used you.
Use all of us, Connell.
So it would seem. He looks
But-
angry.
You know our merit. We've fought with you. We've
Aye.
taken the fucking enemy back, apparently, because guess that guy was a bandit. We're too good for our own good.
I forgot about that guy.
We're too nice for our own good. So,
I've seen you all fight. No folk who could take on a devil of that size could ever be truly evil. I trust you all.
that's all we need.
Connell, with this evidence, is that enough to oust him?
It will be tough. He has the love of the people, that's for sure. And I imagine the first thought would just be forged evidence from anyone you showed it to.
Mhm.
He's a persuasive fellow, and I imagine they'd buy it. But perhaps they trust me too.
I was about to say, would your word help?
It feels weird to talk about myself of this way, but the folk of Tradewater see me as an old war hero. That was, I imagine, why he wanted me involved, to lend legitimacy to this little revolution.
Hmm.
So, if I sided with you, it would lend you that legitimacy as well, I imagine.
Sorry it had to be this way.
And I'm sorry for it too. But we've no choice now. We have to stop him.
We believe he knows a way to close the portal.
I see. That would make sense if he was the mastermind behind it. But I don't imagine he'll readily give it up.
Right?
Well, we better get to moving then.
So what I was thinking, the letter says clearly that they plan to go to Kingscliff, but we can follow the tracks until you're sure. Do you know to get there quickly?
As quickly as we can, yes.
Okay.
We'll have... He kind of, like, trails off as though lost in thought. I see. Then when... That bastard. When we were sent on our rotation, out scouting for... He kind of motions off in the direction of where the portal was. Scouting for any fiends approaching town. That was just to be rid of us. And he mobilized the troops. All the way back then. He looks towards the three of you who he does recognize.
Mm.
Do you recall when he said that he was going to send troops to help with the portal?
Yes.
I imagine that wasn't true. I imagine that's when he started moving. If he emptied this camp out that quickly, then he's been doing this for longer than just a day.
I was wondering how he did it so quickly.
So wait.
Back when he
what you're
promised to
saying
aid the
is-
people
yeah.
of Tradewater, that was a lie. He just immediately started moving the troops to Kingscliff. You'll have a head start, but an army is a hard thing to move. I know that one.
And I'll take your word that everyone here can be trusted, and I'll kind of just motion to the everybody back there.
Aye, these are my closest men. They've served with me before.
Okay.
Good enough for me.
I trust them with my life, so I hope you'll trust them with yours. But I don't imagine we'll be able to beat them to Kingscliff with the head start they have, but we should be able to arrive before they're able to enact anything against Eudora, I suppose.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Aye, that is a good
Say,
thing.
do you know any secret ways into Eudora?
That much I don't know.
Hmm. Perhaps one would need to use one in order to get in without being seen.
Perhaps.
To potentially warn the people who need to be warned.
Aye, that is true. If we could warn the people of Eudora, or potentially even... Well, it sounds funny to say it now coming from me, but... Well, perhaps seek the aid of the king.
Well,
Mhm.
we can do that.
Then that would at least... He kind of furrows his brow again. But I would prefer to avoid any sort of large conflict. I would like to avoid a civil war, especially because those men... Well, I recruited half of them. I know them. They're not evil men. Just misled the same way I was. I would like to avoid an all-out slaughter, either direction.
I agree.
Yeah. Do not feel bad about the idea that you can conserve yourself and you don't have to throw your life away. None of us will judge you.
I think in a situation like this, the head of the snake is our aim.
I agree.
Tibbs just nods.
Aye, then we'll have to first find the camp and then find a way to infiltrate it without alerting too many of the soldiers. If we enter and fight them, well, we'd just be killing our own men.
We'd have to find a way to sneak in. Parrot's
Ah.
mouse.
Aye. That would be ideal. If we raise alarms, then not only are we tripling the resistance against us, but we'd be fighting men who are not evil.
There must be some men there that are evil.
I imagine so. If he was planning something like this, he'd have an inner circle.
Do you
I
think
know-
their torturer was one of them? Got a good look at him.
Torture.
Got a good look at most of them.
You mean Radsig, yes?
Ah, yes, that one.
The fellow who kind of motions went upstairs with you lot.
With them, yeah.
I wouldn't describe him as... Well, I guess I wouldn't have described him as the Revolutionary Army's torturer, more of a spy master, if anything, but I suppose I was not informed of a lot. I imagine if Dominic trusted him enough to come upstairs with you lot, then I don't imagine he's merely been duped like myself. He looks towards the people that he does recognize. You lot, you've been in the tavern, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen those faces.
Yes.
I would not put any faith in them. If he
That's good
kept
to know.
them, they were around him day in and day out. I thought just as security and as his commanders of the Revolutionary Army, but if he kept them that close, perhaps as his inner circle, yes?
Makes sense.
Did you
I'd be
ever
wi-
see a woman with them?
Well, there were women in and out of the tavern all the time. But none that stuck out as suspicious, no? But then I guess I wasn't suspicious of, well, anyone. Perhaps I should have been.
Okay. Well, we should probably get moving then. Any small things we need to plan, we can plan on the way.
I agree. No time to waste.
I'm gonna grab a handful of fire and just throw it generally in Gil's direction during his attention.
Oi!
We're leaving.
Huh? Don't leave me.
We're leaving.
Okay. Sure.
All right, after the tracks we go. Or just straight to Kingsliv.
Straight to Kings, probably.
Well,
After you, Connell.
if that letter is true, then the track should lead to Kingscliff. If they diverge from that path, then we'll have to decide then.
Sounds good.
All right. Copy the whole group. So you set out from the camp and begin to follow those tracks as they lead out into the forest. And so, was there anything that you wanted to plan while you were walking?
You know they should.
It's a long
They
trip, so
should
I
do
just
a
wanted to
plan.
give you the opportunity to ready anything you wanted to ready or adjust any inventory or anything like that.
Where is
Um,
Kingsliff, like on the map?
Yeah, if you pull out a map for Connell, he'll show you. So I'll show you guys.
Okay.
I'll show you guys your path. But just give me a sec.
I'm guessing here.
Wait, I'm not on that map. Hold on. Guess
Mhm.
again. I'll tell you if you're right.
Here.
Wait. Gotta zoom out. Where?
Here.
All right. All right. So yeah, you guys are kind of off outside of Tradewater in this area. And as you kind of walk and follow the trail, they do seem to kind of lead east. And so Connell kind of points out as you pull out a map. He points out kind of where he recommended they siege. Eudora, he was kind of pointing that they should emerge from the Deep Green Domain instead. As he saw that to be tactically advantageous. But then he traces his finger across the map up here and points out an area around here where he says, these hills here, it's an old name for them, but some folk call them the King's Cliff. It's hills overlooking Eudora. Can't imagine why he'd want to go there for a siege, but perhaps it was just out of eyesight.
Maybe it has something to do with their all of those demonic stuff.
So this is a long walk. So it's going to take you several days.
When we start out too, I do want to report back.
I was
so
about to
just
say,
let them know
should
where
we
we're
tell them?
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was giving you guys time to do stuff. Because you're gonna have multiple days, so everybody, of course, make sure that you long rest, and then anything else that you want to do during this journey, because it's almost the reverse journey from your trip from Eudora, so you have a lot of time.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Zara's gonna give the stone to one of the others because he's still pretending to be Barrett.
All right, yeah, you pass it off. Who wants this stone?
Not Gale.
Tibbs' turn.
Okay.
Sure. Also, are we going through where we left Lucille? That little town?
Not quite. That was if you remember, Finlane had you guys go a little bit out of your way to go there. He tried to tell you it was safer, but it was just because he wanted to visit Lucille. But it is a little bit out of the way. If you want to take that path, you can. It'll be like an extra day out of your journey. So you could go there because you're going near there. But if you want to go as fast as possible, you're gonna have to cut the corner there and go across the bridge and just head due north. So it would take longer to visit Lucille if that's what you wanted.
I veto that.
Fuck yeah. There's no way I'd be able to convince them, so I won't.
Yeah, because Avonlea is like more in this area, so you'd be going. Like he had you go more like that, but
Yeah, is there any shot that there's like a way to get a message there? I doubt it, right?
it'd be
We
difficult.
don't pass any towns or anything that.
I mean, you just pass like farmsteads and stuff like that.
Fine, okay. I'll take the stone and I'll click it and say, reporting. Meow.
After a moment, you hear Abel's slightly confused voice. Just, I report still. What? Never mind. What's the report?
Well, we are moving on Kingscliff or whatever it's called above Eudora.
Kingscliff.
We have reports that they have made it there. We have the fucking his name, the Bandit King's right hand man is on our side, or one of them at least. He's
On your side.
yeah, he was left behind,
He was
so
a patsy. Tell him
he
a
was. I don't know what that means. He was he was used and then left, and he's aware of that, and we were able to provide enough evidence, and we trust him. He fought with us against the evil people anyway, so
Tell him we still have the journal.
yeah, we we're cutting there as fast as we can, a couple of days out. Be aware. Don't know if there's going to be a siege, but we are heading to the source.
Aye. Well, if you trust this fellow that you've encountered, then I suppose I shall place my trust in him too. You say that Kingscliff. Well, I've mustered the Kingsguard. I can mobilize them in a direction, but you've a better sense of the situation than I do. Would you like me to send them to Kingscliff, or perhaps remain in the city in case of a siege? I could also send them to Tradewater to address your demon problem you described.
He's asking if we want the soldiers to join us or protect Eudora or go to Tradewater. Sorry, I left this on, and I'll click off the stone.
Wait, did you just hang up on me? In the middle of a conversation? Okay.
I need to ask
Well,
you.
okay, so what's happening?
He wants us to know where to send the soldiers. You can send them to Kingscliff, you can send them, or just keep them in Eudora, or if they attack, or go to Tradewater to help with the, portal thing.
Mm,
I don't.
Well, considering
should go
most
to
of the people are
Tradewater.
gone from Tradewater, I would say that it's probably best that he leaves them in Eudora.
that's what I think too. Just have to be on the lookout. I have a feeling if things go badly at Kingscliff, it's going to get very bright out there. Maybe.
So we're all voting to keep them in the city.
Yes.
All right, I'll click a stone. Hello, meow.
All right. Did the sending stone not work for a moment there? Is the magic faded?
Oh no, sorry. We were talking. We were just discussing. I didn't know if I was
Oh,
supposed to
I
keep
see.
it on.
That's all right.
We have decided that you should probably keep them in the city.
All right, very well.
Our plan is to, that he knows how to close the portals anyway. So if we're able to, either get him to close it or just find out how to do it, we'll handle trade water afterwards.
Very well. I'll keep the King's Guard close then, in case they do march on Eudora. It'll be a good asset to keep the people of Eudora safe.
All right.
But I'll keep watchers upon the walls, in case we can see anything from there. You said Kingscliff. Strange.
Yeah, I believe that's the name. And I mean, we'll let you know if we notice anything happening or
All right.
you know.
I'll keep my eyes on Kingscliff then.
All right. Well, pleasure
There was-
talking to you.
There was one
Huh?
other thing. You kind of hear like
Yeah.
a voice in the background. Is that them? Yes. Yeah. There was one other thing.
Yeah.
Your scholar here.
Oh, Pavi.
Has she been looking up the portals?
She's been rather furiously looking up anything related to demons and devils. And she says that she might be an asset to you all. And she's been very eager to leave the city. I've kept her here as I didn't want her wandering off anywhere unsafe, but she does believe that she can be an asset to you if you'd like her to join you.
Yeah, let me ask them. And I'll click off the stone. Hey, the Pavlova wants to join us. She's been researching a bunch.
Absolutely.
this part?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best time, but
On the
Well,
way back,
she
when we
doesn't
gotta
like-
close the portal.
He doesn't have to send her there. You can get
We
him to
should
send
do
her
it.
wherever you want.
Oh,
she can go anywhere. But I mean, anywhere we're gonna be able to send her is dangerous. So
Yeah, we can't send her to trade water, although she'd be able to help Runica, but it's way too dangerous.
Pav should come with us.
You can send her with a guard.
Yeah, bring the bunny girl.
Ugh.
She's doing nothing wrong.
what?
all right, listen up. First off,
Animosity here.
First off, no good ideas here. We strictly operate on bad ideas. So, what are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Do we send her to
I
Runica?
think, I think she'd be able to help Runica much better than to be able to help us.
She
And we
should
can have
come
her
with
check
us.
on the wireless too.
I would say we could tell her about Wyla. She'd probably really like Wyla.
Oh, sure.
She should just come with us and bring the bunny girl.
Bring a
She should
flamethrower?
absolutely not come with us to.
She's definitely
where we're
not
going
coming
right
with
now.
us.
The hell's a flamethrower?
Y'all are boring.
I'm a flamethrower.
He's a
Oh.
funny girl.
I heard flamethrower.
What?
That's me.
Crazy how this all fucking happens.
My vote is sending Pavlova with a guard to trade water.
I also agree with that.
Tell her to
Maybe
look
with
for
two
the
guards
lever.
and
Tell her
not
about the
a bodyguard.
switch. What
I
about-
heard none
Oh.
of that, so one of you fucking speak at a time, please.
Yeah, so she's gonna take the bunny girl. She's gonna come to meet us. Problem solved.
Two guards to trade water, no bunny girl.
One
Are
bunny
you talking
girl.
about Sunshine?
Yeah, the best one.
You like her?
She's cute.
Ah, you do like her.
She's
You
so
should,
optimistic.
you should ask her out.
Oh, maybe.
You're about to be like a hero and everything. Again.
I mean, aren't
How many back-to-back two-time
Thank you.
fucking
It
heroes
was
do you know?
something, but it wasn't sunshine. I knew it.
She
aren't we
just
all
let
about
everybody call her
heroes?
Sunny, but
Okay, so yes to Pavlova helping, no to helping us, yes to helping Runica.
And yes to sunshine.
Oh shit, I left him on the thing. Hey, and I'll click it back.
Did it-
Um,
did it- are you sure
hello,
there's nothing
meow.
wrong with the sending stone?
God damn
That's
it.
twice now.
I don't know what you're talking about. So we've come to some conclusions.
All right.
What were the conclusions again?
Avi can help us by helping.
Avi can help
Runica.
us by going and talking to Runica. She's in
You
the
just-
backside of a church.
You just hear from somewhere like off in the distance, kind of distant in the Sending Stone's aura, just yes.
She can go help Runica. She's holed up in the church in Tradewater. You have to activate it by clicking a lever in the organ or something. I don't know. I don't do it.
She's smart. She'll figure it out.
All right.
What else do we know?
Tell her to tell Renica that we sent her.
Tell Pavi
Pavi?
to tell Runica that we sent her.
Okay.
And also have her check on Wila. Never discard.
Also, there's a really cool witch, I think, in the tower above the church. You can't miss it, honestly. There's a lady there named Wila, has great cake, great desserts. Check on her. She's been a little woozy.
Can do.
Anything else?
Quiet down back there.
And anything else, guys?
Just tell her to be careful.
Be careful.
I'll send her with an escort.
Right, yeah, that's probably a good idea, yeah.
To the bunny girl.
Okay, fine.
Something
Send our
about
bunny girl to Merkling Depths.
some Sunshine is her name, right?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Yeah, could you send her to
Merkling.
Merkling Depths?
I don't.
Do not do that.
I don't
Do not.
exactly know where
Back
that
lip.
is, but
No,
Do
we
not.
need King Cyclips. I need her.
King
Right.
Cliffs, where we're going.
Yeah.
Can you send her there? Gail
They don't know where
perfectly
that's at.
asked.
They do know where that.
King
there's, a lot,
Gail asked for her.
there's a lot of voices over the Sending Stone here.
Look, look.
Do you
Gail
want
likes
Sunrise
her.
and the
You just-
escort.
No, not the
No.
escort. Just her. Maybe like send a guard or two, but like we plan to meet up with them for Gail, personal, boy problems.
You want Sunrise to head to Kingscliff, and you want Pavlova to head to Tradewater with an escort.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's too hard to understand, yeah.
I think I understand. Yes.
Alright. Sound good?
Oh, let Pavlova have a sending stone so we can talk to her.
That's
Can I
fine.
talk to Pavlova?
No, I just want one for her.
Can you put her on?
All right. You hear like a scrabbling noise over the Sending Stone. Yes. What is it?
Hey, Pavi. How you doing?
Hi. How are you guys? You doing all right?
We've done better. The whole town hates us.
Oh.
But
That's
we're
unfortunate.
leaving, so that's fine, I think.
Then
All
the
right.
creepiest thing is gonna happen. Barrett's gonna like go over towards the stone, and then in Ruva's voice, gonna be like, "Hi, Pappy. I hope
So
you're
just gonna
doing
do
well.
the finger thing, like when you're on the phone, like.
Stay safe out there, okay?
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
Okay,
I'm gonna send some
perfect.
Kingsguard with me.
All right, yeah. Don't be a hero. I know you're a hero, but don't do anything crazy, please.
Oh, that's all right. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me.
Okay, perfect. All right. We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Barrett walks away.
You just gotta hear Abel. All right. Don't climb over me next time. Just ask for it.
Yeah, I think that's it. They've been treating you well? You good? Everything fine over there?
In Eudora.
Yeah.
Yes, things are all right here. We've been
Good.
losing Kingsguard members from time to time. And it is worrying. Folk not returning from scouting trips I send them on.
How loud is he saying that?
He's just assuming that it's just you guys there, so he's just talking normally.
Okay, well then Barrett's gonna say maybe stop sending them then.
Well, I have when I summoned them all back to Eudora, but as they have been arriving, some have not returned.
Sir Joseph?
Joseph is here.
Are you done now?
Oh yeah.
You just seemingly stopped talking in the middle. You so rudely interrupted me. Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, cool. I guess that's it.
Aye, I'll mobilize those that you asked for, and I'll keep the rest here. Form a garrison of guard to protect the city should we need it.
Alright. Well, that's all.
Aye,
Been a pleasure talking.
keep me posted.
Sure thing. I don't know how to end this.
You've ended it twice
Now you
already.
don't know how to turn the call off.
Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna click it. I think that went well.
I think Tim should just do the reports from now on.
Why?
Are you sure? I feel like maybe it might be better if I do it, or if someone more like Teddy or something does it.
It might be better, but it's not nearly as fun.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That was nerve-wracking. That was fun.
You know what I was thinking?
You think?
Cliffs are on high. Correct?
Wait, what?
Do we all agree that cliffs are on high?
Those
They're
are
high up.
typically high, yeah.
Yes. So if an old moon were to be high and it reaches out, what if like Kingscliff was something like a cliff where you crown a king? Because they're high up and they can see their whole empire, you know.
I can see their whole.
their whole kingdom from there. And then you crown it. Really? Really? Okay, sorry. And then you crown them there. So what if it's like a ritual site?
I'm sorry, you lost me a hole.
What I
What
was
if?
kind of worried about. We know that to do the last thing, they needed sacrifices, right?
And a good way to sacrifice a whole bunch of people would be to have a war.
An army of sacrifices just going there.
Yep.
Let's hurry up.
Probably a good idea. All right. So yeah, you continue your journey to Kingscliff, which again takes a couple days, but I think that's where we'll end because we're already 10 minutes over.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's a good spot to end because I imagine when we arrive at Kingscliff there'll be some interesting things.
So there's another cliffhanger. You said you can't do next week, right?
Me? I think I'm fine for next week.
So never
But
mind.
I might not be. Dun,
Yes,
dun,
you will.
dun.
Yeah, I'm fine for next week. Anyways, we'll talk about that. I'm just gonna make a
Yes.
note of where everybody's going so I don't forget that. We got Sunny going that way. We got.
You're fucking welcome, by the way, Kale. I just
Always looking out, buddy.
I just hooked you up major, my guy.
Hey, you gotta get that money.
What?
What?
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my.
There we go. Those are our paths. So that I can remember for next time.
We can wave at Pavlova as we cross paths.
You might. I
Give
don't
a
know that
sick ass high five and keep going.
you're probably not. You're probably not traveling on the roads that she would be. So
I'll just
Probably
pick up
won't.
Skyrite and high Pavlova somewhere and hope she sees it.
The best use of that spell.
That's
The
easier.
Revolutionary Army are just at their camp and they're just all looking up like, who's Pavlova?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap up here and we'll return next time and we'll see what awaits us at Kingscliff. So, as we were saying just a couple seconds ago, does anything interfere with next week?
I hope not.
I'm all good.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm
gonna
good.
Try my best. I'm
L.
gonna try my best.
Yeah, I'm good as well. So if anything changes, let me know. But we'll pencil it in as a yes, and let me know if you have to cancel.
Hmm.
So yeah, we will wrap up here and we'll pick things up next time. All right. That was an interesting session. I didn't expect as much talking, but I think the talking was all very interesting, so I don't mind it.
Oh, is it the 13th next time?
13th
14th.
session
14th?
Oh, like the day or the session?
Yeah, the day.
or the day? Oh no, yeah. The next time it'll be the 14th. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm fine.
All right.
Thanks, chat.
Well, very well.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, so we should be back again next time. It'll be Monday the 14th, same time, so 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll pick things up right where we left off with our journey to Kingscliff. So, well, I think that's all I have for you tonight. So, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. That link there. If you want to be up to date on scheduling stuff, if I'm moving things around, then check out my Twitter. That's where I'll keep you posted on that. If you want to go get caught up on old sessions, I noticed that the last session didn't properly export to YouTube, so I'm just going to do them both right now. So if you didn't see it, that's why. But if you want to watch the archive, check it out here. That's on YouTube. I move all the VODs over there so that you can get caught up after they disappear off Twitch. And lastly, but not least, if you want to know more about the Living World, check out the World Anvil at that link there. It's like a wiki for kingdoms, continents, factions, deities, all sorts of things. And you can do some extracurricular reading. Other than that, that's all I have for you. For the upcoming week, I'm going to probably make some more maps on Wednesday because we're still working on that hidden project that should be ready to be tested soon. So I'm gonna do an offline test of it first, but then we'll get it up on stream and it'll be interesting, just something different to test out. So look forward to something a little bit different on the channel pretty soon. Once I have a chance to do a test run of it, so I can make sure it all works out. Other than that, well, we've got we've got Armored Core to look forward to at the end of the month.
Mm.
So
Yep.
we'll do some streams with that as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Is it
Uh,
only because it's a from software?
FromSoft? I mean, I am an Armored Core fan. I've played a lot of
Okay.
the other Armored Core games.
It's gonna be very different though.
I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like the same blood, the same spirit, just updated. And I think I'm one of the people who, I know there's a lot of Armored Core fans who are like, don't change it, keep it the same. But I'm one of those people who's like, no, Armored Core needs a facelift. Armored Core needs some updates because I don't think some of those people remember some of those fucking missions in like Armored Core 3 and shit. Some of those things were unbearable. It definitely needs an update. So if they're gonna update it and use what they learned from the Souls games to make it more fun, all the power to them. I like all the quality of life changes they've made so far. So yeah, very excited for that. Play that when that comes out. But other than that, that's all I have for you tonight. So take care, everybody.
Thank you for
Good
joining.
night, friends.
Good night.
Good night, family.
And I will send you guys to. Hang on. Somebody's got to be live. Doesn't pull up the
Spooky.
full list. Spooky's live. Perfect. Playing Catherine. All right. Well, you can go watch some Catherine then. We'll go watch Spooky play Catherine. Enjoy, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Good night.